You probably know that timing is everything. Whether you're telling a joke or building a performance engine, but in your car, timing isn't left to chance. It's regulated by a small but critical component, the variable valve timing solenoid, or VVT solenoid. This unassuming part plays a huge role in controlling how your engine breathes, literally. But when it fails, it doesn't go quietly. Your car starts acting up in ways you might not immediately connect to the solenoid. That's why today, we're diving deep into the symptoms of a bad VVT solenoid, what causes it to fail, how to test it, and what to do before you end up stuck with an underperforming or broken engine. Let's get started. What is the VVT solenoid? The VVT solenoid is an oil control valve that regulates oil flow to your engine's camshaft phasers. These phasers adjust the position of the camshaft, which in turn changes when your valves open and close. The result? Better performance when you need power, and better efficiency when you're cruising. This system is especially important in modern engines that must balance fuel economy, emissions, and power. The solenoid receives signals from your car's ECU and opens or closes to control oil flow at just the right moment. When it works, you won't even notice it. When it fails, you'll feel it immediately. Symptom 1, check engine light illuminates. The check engine light is your first alert that something's not right. If your VVT solenoid fails or clogs, the ECU detects abnormal camshaft timing and throws a code. It won't tell you directly that it's the solenoid, but it will point you in the direction of valve timing issues. Common error codes include P0010, A, camshaft position, actuator circuit bank 1, P0011, timing over advanced, P0012, timing over retarded, P0020, P0024. Same issues on bank 2, these codes can show up randomly, especially in the early stages of VVT solenoid failure. The check engine light may turn on and off depending on oil viscosity or engine temperature. Don't ignore it. Scan your car right away. We've added a link in the description to one of the best OBD2 scanners to help you catch problems early and avoid costly repairs. Symptom 2, rough engine idling. If your engine feels shaky or unstable when idling, that's a red flag. Rough idling often comes from inconsistent combustion, when your engine isn't getting the right air-fuel mixture or spark at the right time. A failing VVT solenoid causes delayed or erratic valve timing, throwing everything off balance. You may feel the steering wheel is vibrating, the engine RPM is fluctuating, unusual noises like ticking or knocking. This can be more noticeable when the engine is cold. As the oil warms up, it may thin out and temporarily restore partial solenoid function. But don't be fooled. This is just a temporary mask for a deeper issue. Pro tip: start your car cold in the morning and listen closely. If the idle smooths out after a few minutes, suspect oil flow, and by extension, the VVT system. Diagnosing early can save you from further drivability issues down the road. Symptom 3, reduced engine power. A failing VVT solenoid messes with your engine's ability to produce torque. The VVT system is meant to boost performance during acceleration, especially when climbing hills or merging onto highways. If the solenoid isn't doing its job, you might experience delayed throttle response, slow 0 to 60 times, a feeling like the engine is holding back. The ECU may limit power to protect the engine, especially in turbocharged or high compression setups. In some cases, your car might even enter limp mode, cutting off acceleration entirely. This sudden loss of power isn't just frustrating, it can be dangerous during overtaking or high-speed driving. Symptom 4, reduced fuel efficiency. Notice you're burning through fuel faster than usual? Bad valve timing causes poor combustion. The engine compensates by using more fuel, and you start visiting the gas pump more often. You may also notice a stronger fuel smell from the exhaust, a drop of 2 to 5 miles per gallon, depending on vehicle type, poor idle to drive transitions. This decline in fuel economy may be gradual or sudden, depending on the severity of the solenoid failure. You might also notice your fuel trims on a scan tool creeping out of spec as the ECU struggles to compensate. Before we reveal more symptoms that could hit your wallet hard, why not smash that like button and subscribe? Trust me, it's your first step to dodging those costly car issues. Symptom 5. Engine stalling or hesitation at low speeds. This one can catch you off guard. Imagine you're at a red light. You tap the gas, and instead of moving forward, your engine stutters or even stalls. That's classic VVT failure behavior. When the valve timing is off, the engine can't maintain a consistent idle or adjust quickly to driver inputs. Stalling is especially common after cold starts, during stop-and-go traffic, when coasting and then accelerating again. It can also occur when transitioning from idle to load, such as parking maneuvers or U-turns. You may also experience a hard start after stalling, as the engine struggles to re-establish proper valve timing. It's not only inconvenient, it's a safety risk. A sudden stall at a busy intersection could lead to an accident or get you stranded in traffic. Symptom 6. Excessive exhaust emissions. The VVT solenoid plays a key role in emissions control. When it fails, it leads to incomplete combustion, poor air-fuel mixture, higher levels of hydrocarbons and NOx. You might smell fuel from the tailpipe or see black or gray smoke. This doesn't just make your car stink, it could cause you to fail an emissions inspection, which is required in many states and countries. Failing a smog test isn't just about pollution, it can also lead to registration delays, fines, or restrictions on driving your vehicle until the issue is fixed. Emission systems are heavily regulated, and VVT faults are often flagged quickly during inspection. Symptom 7. Engine noises. Ticking, tapping, or knocking sounds from the engine bay may seem like worn lifters or a bad timing chain, but they could also be due to a clogged or malfunctioning VVT solenoid. When oil flow becomes inconsistent, it throws the entire valve timing system off balance. The timing chain tensioner, cam phasers, and valve lifters all rely on steady oil pressure to function smoothly. Without it, they begin to struggle, often producing rattling or ticking noises as timing advances too early or too far, disrupting the engine's rhythm and performance. In some cases, the noise may come and go as oil temperature changes. You might hear it on startup or under hard acceleration. If ignored, the added stress can cause wear on the timing system or even lead to chain slack and timing misalignment. Symptom 8. Dirty or sludgy engine oil. This one is both a cause and a symptom. VVT solenoids rely on clean, high-quality oil to function properly. When the oil gets dirty or sludgy, it clogs the solenoid's filter screen, causing it to stick or stop working altogether. Once the solenoid fails, valve timing becomes erratic, which can lead to serious engine issues. Sludge buildup also blocks vital oil passages and puts stress on components like cam phasers, hydraulic tensioners, and lifters. What starts as a sticky solenoid can escalate into chain stretch or total timing system failure. If you've delayed oil changes or used low-grade oil, your VVT system is in danger. Keep your engine safe by sticking to regular maintenance and using manufacturer-recommended oil. Clean oil isn't just good practice, it's critical protection. How to test a VVT solenoid? Before replacing anything, here's how to test the solenoid. 1. Locate the VVT solenoid. Find the solenoid on or near the cylinder head or timing cover. Refer to your vehicle's manual for the exact location. 2. Perform an electrical test. Use a multimeter to measure resistance across the solenoid terminals. A healthy solenoid should read between 7 to 12 ohms. 3. Run a functional test. Apply 12V power directly to the solenoid. If it's working, you should hear a distinct clicking sound indicating it's activating. 4. Inspect the solenoid visual. Remove the solenoid and check the mesh screen for dirt or sludge. Clean it using brake cleaner or replace it if it's damaged or heavily clogged. 5. Check for multiple solenoids. Some engines have more than one VVT solenoid, e.g. bank 1 and bank 2. Test both if the problem continues. Can you still drive with a bad VVT solenoid? Yes, you can drive with a bad VVT solenoid, but it's not a good idea. It may start with minor timing issues, but over time, you'll notice poor fuel economy, possible stalling, and increased engine wear. If ignored too long, it could lead to timing chain damage, and that's a costly repair. How much does a VVT solenoid replacement cost? Expect to pay between $120 and $350 to replace a VVT solenoid, with parts costing $50 to $150 and labor around $70 to $200. High performance or luxury cars may run higher, but it's still a small price compared to the major engine damage a bad solenoid can cause if left unchecked. We just explored the key symptoms of a bad VVT solenoid, how to diagnose and test it. If this video helped you out, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give it a like, and share it with fellow car owners. Got questions or your own experience to share? Drop a comment below, and don't miss our next video on symptoms of a bad EGR valve. See you there. And if you're serious about diagnosing and fixing your car the right way, check out our top-rated OBD2 scanners and toolkits linked in the description. Until next time, drive smart, wrench safe, and remember, the smallest parts often make the biggest difference.